Gray, murasaki. Gray, murasaki, beige. Where are the colors? Genki. We're done. Murasaki, beige. Should I wanna be a billionaire so fucking bad. Smile on next to Oprah and the Queen. Every time I close my eyes, see when they shine light. So, what? No data? What online? Not bad. Oh, so every time I close my eyes. Oh, I'm happy. Good morning. Beach. Kinkuji temple, Murasaki, purple. Oh, really? Murasaki, purple. Murasaki, purple. Gray. Beige. That means beige. Beige. Next, let's go to tastes. Like amai, sweet, karai, hot, negai, bitter. Nigai, bitter. This is nigai. That means bitter. Nigai, bitter. Haru, natsu, aki, fuyu. Spring, summer, autumn, and winter. The four seasons are clearly defined in Japan. Spring is from March to May, summer from June to August, autumn is from September to November, and winter is December to February. The average temperature varies from place to place, but a pattern of change is almost the same. August is the hottest month, and January or February is the coldest. As a result of these temperature changes, Japanese people feel that spring is warm, summer is hot, autumn is cool, and winter is cold. Okay, but my favorite season are spring and autumn. Yes, I do love spring and autumn, but I think I love autumn the most. Why? Because the beauty of autumn lingers. while spring is just like weeks, like the cherry blossoms. The petals of cherry blossoms just fall down after a few weeks. After 1 week, when it rains, the cherry blossom will going to fall in the ground. So it's just short. The beauty of spring is just short. It's shorter compared to autumn. Autumn. Next, wakarimasu. That means understand. Arimasu have sugi, suki na like, kirai dislike, jozo good heta poor nomimono drinks, ryori dish, yakyu, yakyu, baseball, yakyu, whew, yakyu, it's yakyu, 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 yakyu. That means baseball. Baseball. Yakyu. Baseball. Next is yakyu dansu, dance. Ryoko is trip or tour. Travel. Ongaku is music. Uta, song. Kurashiku. Kurashiku. I do not often use this, but okay. Kurashiku. That means classical music. Classical music. Apatu, 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 apatu. Oh, classical, jazz, jazz, concerto, concert, concerto, karaoke, karaoke, kabuki, kabuki. Kabuki is a traditional Japanese musical drama. Kabuki. It's a traditional kabuki, traditional Japanese musical drama. Traditional Japanese. It's a Japanese musical drama. Kabuki. It is like picture. This is the that means picture. Or drawing. Kanji, Chinese character. Hiragana script. Katakana script. Romaji is the Romaji alphabet. Komakai okane, small change. Komakai okane. Komakai okane, small change. Shiketto, ticket. Jikan, time. Yoji, something to do or errand. Yakusoku, appointment or promise. Yakusoku. Yakusoku. I don't understand that. Arubaitu, side job or work part-time. Goshujin. Goshujin. This one I do not comprehend. Go shujin. Go shujin. Go shujin. Like someone else, husband. Husband. Someone someone else husband. Someone else husband. ご主人。夫 my husband. 夫 or 主人。疲れた。It's just sorry, Lord. Oh my God. That means my husband. My husband. 夫 or 主人 is meaning of that is my husband. 夫 or 主人 my husband. 夫主人。妻家内 my wife. 奥さん someone else's wife. 奥さん。奥さん。奥さん。someone else's wife. Someone else's wife. 奥さん。Then 妻。妻 or 家内。妻 or 家内。This is 妻。妻 or wife. 家内。ない。my wife. 子供 child. I understand that. Sorry, ようこ that means well. 大体 mostly roughly. たくさん many. 少し a little a few. 全然 not at all used with negatives. 全然 not at all used with negatives. 全然全然全然 Why'd you? 全然 That means not at all. Not at all. 全然 not at all. Used with negatives. This one is used. 全然 is not at all. Used with negatives. 全然大丈夫です。Really? Are you sure? Really?不吃。全然 not at all. Used with negatives. 全然 Next is 早く What is it? 早く quickly から because どうして Why 貸してください Please none いいですよ Sure Certainly 残念ですが I'm sorry but unfortunately 残念ですが一緒にいかがですか Okay that means oh It's like ah. Ah, that means oh. 一緒にいかがですか? Won't you join us? 一緒にいかがですか? はい、ちょっと it's a bit difficult. A euphemism used when declining an invitation. ちょっと、ちょっと、ダメですか? So you won't come? ダメですか? また今度お願いします。Please ask me sometime. Next, 音楽、スポーツ、映画、music, sports, and films. 音楽 is music. ボラ、ポップス that means pop. Let's go to the music. That means pop, pop, ポス that means pop music. Pop music. Pop music. ラック、ロック。Rock, that means rock music. Jazz, that means jazz. Jazz, jazz. Jazz, that means jazz. Jazz. Latin means Latin American. That means Latin American. Hello. 안녕 하세요. 안녕. Hello. konnichiwa. Latin American. 你好.你好. Bonjour. I am studying Japanese. 한글 없어입니다. 한글 없어입니다. I can speak 한글. I'm studying Japanese. Latin, that means Latin American. classical. Then 민요. Oh. 민요. What is happening to my phone? Sorry. 고맙소입니다. 고마워요. 죄송합니다. 한글 없어입니다. Latin is means Latin American. Classical is means classical music. That means classical music. Classical music. 고마워요. 고마워. 죄송합니다. 한글 없어주세요. 없어입니다. Okay, classical. No. 없어? No, 다음에. Okay, 민요, folk song, folk music. That is 민요. That means 민요, folk. 민요. 삭게. Oh, hi. 사요나라. 바이입니다. 바이바이입니다. What is thank you in Japanese? I forgot what is thank you in Japanese. What is thank you in Japanese anyway? I forgot. 감사합니다. 오케이, 감사합니다. 바이입니다. 민요, folk song. Sake or vodka. That means 민요. 민요. Yes. Sake. Yes, vodka. Traditional enka. That is traditional Japanese popular songs. Enka. Enka. Next is enka. Enka means a traditional Japanese popular song. Enka. 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 That is traditional Japanese songs. Traditional Japanese popular song. Enka. Enka. That is enka. Enka. Traditional Japanese song. Musical. That means musical. 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 That means musical. Musical. Opera for opera. Opera やってみたいな。Opera. SF. Now let's go to the ega or movie. Yes, I am now sleepy, very sleepy. Ega. Oh my god. Only one? That is so hard. Okay, opera, then SF, science fiction, horror, that means horror, movie, anime, cartoon, documentary, documentary, for documentary, then romance, documentary, Ren I, that means oh my god, Ren I, that means romance. Ren I, romance. Ren I, romance. Ren I. Next is mystery. For mystery. Misuteri. Then Bongei, film based on a classic work. Bongei. I wanna be a billionaire so freaking bad. Smiling next to Oprah and the Queen. Oh. Every time. Oh, shoot. That is a lot, dude. Every time it close my eye, I see my name in shining light. That's a lot, dude. Thank you so much. 1020. . 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. 1,020. Ren I. Okay, now let's go to mystery. 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 That means mystery movie. Bunkei, film based on classic. Huh? Bungay, film based on a classic work. Bungay, Bungay, hi. Bungay. That means film based on a classic work. Film based on a classic work. On a, oh, sorry. On a classic work. Next is senso. That means war. Movie. War movie. Senso. Or war. Senso. Senso. War. Senso. Senso. That means war. Senso. War. Then akusyon for action. Akusyon. Akusyon. Ah, that means action. Akusyon. Then kigeki. Comedy. Kigeki. Comedy. Kigeki. 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 Geki. Geki. That means comedy. Ki. Geki. That means comedy. Kigeki. Now let's go to sports. Softball, softball, ball, softball, soccer for soccer, rugby for rugby, rugby, volleyball for volleyball, tennis for tennis, bowling for bowling, ski for skiing, skater, skater. That's kind of difficult for me. Skater. Skater for skating. Yaku, baseball. Takyu, ping pong, table tennis. Takyu. 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 Or ping pong. That means takyu. Takyu. My mistake. Takyu. Takyu, that means ping pong. Ping pong. Ping pong. Ping pong. Takyu, ping pong. Then sumo for sumo. Judo for judo. Then kendo for Japanese fencing. Kendo, Japanese fencing. Soie, swimming. Soie, that means sui e, swimming. Oh, okay. Next. That's still a lot. Am I going to finish this? I don't know. Next, arimas exist, referring to inanimate thing. Imas exist, mean or be referring to animate thing. Then iro, that means various. Otoko no hito, man. Onna no hito, woman. Otoko no ko, boy. Onna no ko, girl. Inu, dog. Neko, cat. Panda, zoo, elephant, elephant, At least meron tayong one today. Not bad. There's one. That's a little improvement, bro. Thank you. Still thank you. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Zo, that means elephant.
장착이 잘 안 됐고 손흥 귀신같이 생긴 새끼가 말이 많네. 몸을 파좀 그만하고 밖으로 나와라. 마지막 이거 나와 있나.
That the statements she made about BBM, FL, and the former speaker, and the congressman relating to various acts of corruption are true and happened in real life.
As to the existence of that utterances, yes, sir.
Oh no!
right, so you just admitted that the congressmen are all corrupt.
That's the
Thank you for that. Thank you for that correction. That
Hmm. 睡命。What happened? I do not know.
Come on, the boys. We are still in this. We are still in this. Bellingham. Bellingham, what are you doing? Bellingham, stop. That's messy. Bellingham, stop. Bellingham. Come on, the boys. We are still in this. We are still in this.
For guys towards yung singing. Why? No. No.
three children witnessed a landslide with their own eyes. A thick, sturdy tree was washed down and lay across the railway tracks. But in just a few minutes, the train would be coming. So they took off their bright red dresses and ran to the front, hoping to stop the tragedy. But the firemen on the train kept shoveling coal into the furnace, and no one noticed the danger ahead. As the train drew closer and closer, they held up the red dresses by the tracks, trying to get the train to stop. But after waiting for a long time, the train showed no sign of slowing. So the girls stepped onto the tracks and desperately tried to catch the driver's attention. Finally, the driver saw them and immediately pulled the brake. But the girl, overwhelmed with tension, fainted right there on the tracks. Thankfully, the train stopped in time, preventing a disaster. To honor the three children's bravery, the railway company held a ceremony for them, and that ceremony brought them face to face with someone who would change their lives forever. A few months earlier, their family of 5 had been living happily in London, with servants taking care of everything. On their little brother's birthday, their father had even prepared a fancy toy train as a gift. But that night, the family's fate took a drastic turn. Their father was taken away by 2 men on charges of treason. The children wanted to know what had happened to him, but their mother kept the truth from them, saying their father was just busy with work. Not long after, the servants left without a word. With a solemn expression, their mother told the children they would have to sell all the furniture and move away to the old house in the countryside to play a game of pretending to be poor. Their mother put on a brave face, but the eldest daughter, Roberta, saw right through it. The family boarded a train to the countryside. From now on, everything would be up to them. They arrived at the countryside late that night. A kind station attendant, Perks, helped carry their luggage to the house. The place was very run down. They could even hear mice scurrying around, but as long as it kept out the wind and rain, it was a warm home. With no servants to take care of things, they had to fend for themselves. Their mother planned to write to supplement the household income, so the 3 children went outside to play, trying not to disturb her. They crossed the tracks and made their way to the station, found Perks, who had kindly helped them the night before, and expressed their gratitude to him. The children worried that their father might forget them. Watching a train approach in the distance, they came up with a good idea. The 3 children waved at the oncoming train, hoping to send their longing for their father through it. To their surprise, a kind old man on the train actually waved back at them. The stranger's response made the children incredibly happy. From that day on, the children came to the tracks every day and waved at every passing train, and the old man was always there, waiting at the back of the car, responding sincerely every time. A special bond grew between them, and their mother also brought good news. One of her articles had finally been accepted. That meant they could have a proper meal that day, but not long after, their mother collapsed without warning. The doctor diagnosed her with influenza and said she needed plenty of rest. He gave them a list of foods to help her recover, but with their current financial situation, they couldn't afford it. Their mother would rather buy 2 pounds of cheap mutton neck for the children's dinner and just have some broth herself. The children decided to save the money and buy the items on the list for their mother. They could get by on bread and water, but even so, the money was far from enough. The next day, Roberta had an idea. She pulled out a bedsheet and prepared to ask the old man on the train for help. This time, the old man was once again waiting at the back of the car, but he only saw 2 children holding up a cloth. After reading the message on it, the old man knew the children might be in trouble. Roberta waited at the station and met the old man.
I'm so sorry to disturb you on your train. We thought we know you were looking from waving so often. Please, take this.
Thank you, my dear.
The old man opened the envelope. Roberta's handwriting was clean and neat. She explained their predicament and included the food list, promising that when Peter grew up, they would pay him back. Before long, Perks came rushing over with a heavy, large box.
Old gentleman asked me to fetch this up right away.
Perks went on about his trip over, but the children's attention was fixed on the box. They barely noticed his rambling. Seeing that no one was listening, Perks wisely fell silent. Peter mistakenly thought he was angling for a tip, but kind-hearted Perks had simply come to help after learning that their mother was sick. He'd never expected a tip.
Beg your pardon.
Right, well, no offense.
The next day, the old man was at the back of the train as usual. The children told him their mother was much better. The old man was glad that his small gesture had helped a family through a tough time. But when their mother learned the truth, she scolded the children for doing that. She wrote a letter thanking the old man and expressing her disagreement with what had been done. As someone who could support herself with her own 2 hands, she simply couldn't accept handouts from others. One day, a foreigner came to the station. He looked panicked and spoke a language no one could understand. The children listened carefully and thought it sounded like Russian. Remembering that their mother also spoke Russian, they brought him home, so their mother could translate. It turned out that this man, like their mother, was a writer, but under the cruel oppression of the Tsar, he had been forced to flee his homeland and come here, hoping to find his exiled family in England. That day, the 3 siblings went out and happened upon the landslide. They risked their lives to stop the train. After the award ceremony, they finally met the old gentleman properly. He was a director of the railway company. Roberta hoped he could help them find out about the writer's exiled family in England. Before long, the old gentleman brought good news. Everyone was eager to tell the writer immediately, leaving Perks standing there alone.
Come on, Perk, you must come too.
Don't call me Bertie.
Sorry.
Oh, it's all right. you want to do?
Upon learning news of his family, the writer's eyes filled with grateful tears. Then, he bid them a heartfelt goodbye. Their mother had no way to repay the old gentleman's kindness, but he just waved his hand with a smile, telling her not to give it another thought, because kindness is contagious. Life in the countryside continued on, seemingly peaceful. That day, Roberta came home as usual, only to find the front door tightly shut. Puzzled, she stepped inside and discovered it was a birthday surprise her family had prepared for her. They all gathered around to wish her well. Her sister's gift was a pencil she'd saved up her allowance for over a long time. Peter filled his favorite toy train with candy and gave it to Roberta. The train engine was broken, but Roberta knew it was the most precious gift her brother could give. She decided to get it fixed and give it back to him. She went to the train and asked the firemen for help. Though the workers didn't know how to repair toy trains, they were more than willing to try their best for the person who had once saved their entire train. And so, the workers fixed the engine. When Peter saw the repaired toy train, he gasped in amazement. It felt like another birthday to him. Then Phyllis casually asked when Perks's birthday was. He said it was on the 15th of that month, but with life so busy and chaotic, he hadn't celebrated it in years. The speaker didn't mean much by it, but the listeners took it to heart. The three children remembered. A few days later, their mother sold another manuscript, so the family could finally afford a decent meal. But Roberta wanted to wait until the 15th. She wanted to share that meal with Perks, who was always helping them. Their mother readily agreed. But a home-cooked meal as a birthday gift, that still felt a little thin. Peter remembered that Perks was kind to everyone in the village. Surely people would want to give him gifts. And so, on the 15th, they collected a cartload of gifts. Half a pound of tea from one lady, a scarf from the grocer, and a brand new shovel from the blacksmith. These carried everyone's heartfelt gratitude and best wishes for Perks. But when Perks saw the cart, he was furious. He didn't want anyone's charity. Peter explained that the gifts were from many people in the village, but that only made Perks feel more embarrassed. He thought they had gone around telling everyone that his family was poor. Then, furious, he told them to take all the gifts back, and if they agreed to that, he would rather never have known them at all. Only then did Roberta finally say, even if you no longer wish to be friends with us, in our hearts, you will always be a dear friend. And we can't very well return these gifts now, because along with each gift, we've also delivered everyone's blessings for you. Then Roberta read aloud, one by one, the villagers' gifts and their words of thanks to Perks. A lady sent a pram. It had originally been for her own daughter, but sadly the child hadn't survived. It just so happened that Perks's newborn daughter could use it. Next was Mr. James, who had made a shovel for him with his own hands.
You tell Mr. Perks it's a pleasure to make something for a man who's so much respected. I thought you'd love to know how fond people are of you.
Perks's eyes gradually reddened, and tears welled up. He never expected that he had unknowingly earned so many people's genuine affection and care. Then the three siblings quietly turned to leave. Though they felt disappointed, they decided to respect Perks's wishes. But just as they were about to take a step, Perks suddenly called out anxiously, stopping them. He stood up and asked them to stay, took back his earlier foolish words, and told his wife to put the kettle on and welcome them warmly.
You are the most aggravating man.
A man must respect himself, otherwise no one else will do it for him.
The next day, Perks dropped off a stack of newspapers for Roberta on his way, then left. Roberta was shocked to see her father's face in the paper. He had been sentenced to 5 years for espionage. She folded the newspaper and demanded to know from her mother what had really happened to her father. Faced with her emotional daughter, their mother finally explained. Someone had been jealous of their father's integrity, felt he was standing in their way, and had framed him. Roberta was furious. She wrote a letter to the old gentleman, asking for his help, believing that with his connections, he could surely find something out. Sure enough, before long, the old gentleman's reply arrived. The letter said things were already looking promising. He invited Roberta to meet at the station. When they met, the old gentleman said she hadn't really needed to write, because he had already read the news about her father, and had been looking into it for some time. He firmly believed that in such a good-hearted family, the father could never have committed treason. The reason he'd called Roberta there was simply to tell her that there was hope for an appeal, but it wasn't time to tell her mother yet. Sometime later, the morning sun was especially warm. The three siblings suddenly realized they hadn't been to the railway tracks in a while to greet everyone, so they rushed over eagerly. Luckily, they arrived just in time for the familiar train, but unlike before, this time everyone in every carriage leaned out and waved at them warmly. The old gentleman waved especially hard, putting in extra effort. The three were bewildered. They had no idea what was going on, but Roberta had a feeling. Her little brother and sister decided to go home and tell their mother about the day's fun, while Roberta walked slowly toward the station, filled with anticipation. Along the way, everyone she passed smiled kindly at her and greeted her warmly. Even a woman who had never once smiled at her before was beaming. Roberta reached the platform. The station master inexplicably told her the train would arrive at 11:54 on the dot, and Perks, too, offered his congratulations, but no one would tell her what was happening, until the train she had once saved rolled in, and slowly came to a stop. A figure she knew all too well appeared in the doorway, tall and familiar. It was none other than her father, whom she had missed so dearly.
Oh, my daddy! My daddy! He's
Then father and daughter walked hand in hand, their steps firm yet eager, toward home. Roberta ran ahead to tell the family, while her father stood still, trying to steady the overwhelming surge of emotion inside him. No words were needed at that moment. Everything was understood without saying a thing.